Well, hello everyone. I've been out for a few days, but I'm back. I've got some pickups. We'll do just a quick, not really unboxing, I guess a show my pickups type video. I know you've seen these before, but I'm excited to get mine. I think a few other people had some pre-releases and so on, so let's get to this. You can see, I already have been in here and enjoyed it, and I don't know if this helps you guess what I've got here, but of course what we've got is the Florida Goldbacks. Let's get right into this real quick. I bought a full set of the Florida Goldbacks, including the new releases, or the new, let's open these up. You know what? Sorry about that quick interruption. I ran to get my gloves because these Goldbacks were shipped to me without sleeves, and the asking price for the plastic sleeves was just kind of like double or triple what they really should be worth. You can hate me, love me, agree with me, disagree with me, but I don't really care about touching these with my fingers. They don't mark up very badly anyway, and honestly, I buy these to handle and look at, and perhaps one day even use as currency. And we'll get into the politics, let's say, of Goldbacks in a few minutes. Right now, let's just look at them. And I just, by way of explanation, wanted to let you know I was going to wear gloves here so I didn't trigger anybody, but I can't find my good gloves. I hate wearing poorly fitting gloves because you can't handle the samples that you're looking at well. And my personal belief is I'm not hurting myself by handling these because I'm not intending to resell them for profit. If anything, they might get used one day in trade as money. And for right now, to me, these are just actually, disagree with me in the comments below if you want, but I'm buying these for weight. And in this case, a collection of the Florida Goldbacks, because I have a full collection or a full set of each state's Goldbacks as they've come out. So this is just continuing that little collection, and I'm collecting these for the appearance, for the artwork, and just for kind of the pleasure of looking at pretty things. So let's get to this really quick. I've purchased every Florida Goldback, plus a few extras of the ones and the halves, because if you're talking about buying fractional gold, there is no better way than buying a 1/1000th of an ounce or a 1/2000th of an ounce, even at the high cost of these. I'm not going to say premium because it's not premium, because these are actually a transactional item. So their transactional value is really what these are priced at, not their precious metals, value. But like I said, we'll get into that in just a minute. So I'm going to zoom in here, and we're going to have a quick look at each of these. I don't know that I've seen anybody really show these off, so we'll start with the half, which is a new denomination. I'm going to have some focus problems here, but as you can see, the artwork on these Florida Goldbacks, I apologize for the lighting. I'm not sure there's much I can do about that. But in the back of these, as has been discovered, if you shine a black light on the back of these, it will show the denomination of the note. Please excuse the noise outside. I'm very close to the road here. It'll come up and it'll show all across here in a grid pattern the denomination of the note in UV light. So there's the half. We'll get a good focus on that. Not too much glare on that one. We'll go to a 1. This is the 1 Goldback. Now each of the states has a 1 Goldback. I think there's 3 new ones with the Florida Goldback, 3 new denominations. Look at the artwork. Now I'm doing this landscape just because it fits the camera and the zoom better. So I hope you don't mind. If you really have to, you can perhaps screenshot these and rotate the screen, but the artwork is phenomenal. I was always somewhat disappointed with the artwork on the other states' goldbacks because in a lot of cases it was too busy. The artwork was very busy and you really couldn't see the detail. But these are like photographic quality. These are truly amazing. Um, the next one, I believe, is another one of the new denominations. I don't think we had two goldbacks from the other states: Nevada, Utah, New Hampshire, and I forget. There's, I think, two more. Anyway, if you know goldbacks, you'll know the states. And again, the reverses are very plain, but these Florida ones do have the UV security item in them. So that's the two. We've always had fives before, but the 5 Florida Goldback I think is the most stunning. I think I'm not the only person to have mentioned this. The 5, I don't know who I believe there is a story behind who the models are on these, or the styling the artist used for the images on the Florida Goldbacks, but these are just, you know, fantastic artwork, incredible quality. The gold foil, the Orem process of how they make these gold notes is just phenomenal. We do have 10s in all the states, I know, because I've got plenty of them. I don't have my full collections of my other states. They're in deep storage. So I've only got a few singles, so I really just couldn't confirm without going online and looking it up. And if you really want to know, you can go ahead and online and look it up. And I can rave about the artwork on these things all day long. The best thing I can do is just show them to you. We have a 25, and I'm going to pick this up. Now, this is something I noticed with the Florida Goldbacks, and I never noticed this with the other states. But when I picked this 25 up, there's no doubt in my mind that this is thicker and heavier. I'm feeling the difference. I mean, it's 2.5 times the weight of the 10 right here, and it's larger. It's definitely, definitely thicker. And I'm just going to use the 10. I don't know if you can really see. I can definitely feel it. Of course, if I went back to the 1, I really don't feel the difference, even though it's 25 times the weight, 25 times less than the weight of gold in the 25 Goldback, but it's smaller. Now the 10 is larger, but let's go back to this again. Definitely thicker and heavier. And let's look at the artwork on this one. I guess I started talking about the weight before we even looked at the artwork. Now this is probably my least favorite because the artwork is just more bland, and this is more the quality of the artwork from the other states. And we zoom in here on the person, and it is just beautiful, and it is fantastically detailed, and close up this is a beautiful note. But just first impressions, if I can get this to focus, first impressions, it's not as awe-inspiring as some of the others. So let's get back to the next thick one. The next thick one would be the 50. And it definitely is stiffer. For instance, I would not go folding these larger notes and sticking them in my wallet like a lot of people have done with the ones. They want to carry them as cash and they want to see how well they hold up to everyday wear and tear. I just don't. First of all, this was a lot of money. Is it? I don't. This is over $250 for 150. I'm not going to put a crease in it or fold it. And if I was going to transact business with these, I would carry them in a Goldback wallet that keeps them flat. But again, I can definitely tell the weight difference between the 25 and the 50. And then, of course, the Big Daddy is the 100. This is the final new release that Florida came up with. And truly, this is 100 goldback is 1/10 of an ounce of gold. So there's the same precious metal content in this as a 1/10 coin. If you had 10 of these hundreds, you would have an ounce. You'd have the equivalent of an ounce of gold. You could melt these, and you can melt these down, burn off all the plastic, and refine these down to pure gold. And you could take 10 of these, melt them down, and have an ounce of gold. Why would you do that? Because you paid about twice as much as what you could just go buy the ounce of gold. So I don't think melting these to recover the gold is ever going to be a thing unless they become ubiquitous and there's just millions of them out there. But once again, the artwork is phenomenal. This one is so big, I really don't have to do the landscape view here for you. But it's interesting that you can now see, I fingerprinted that one. It's interesting that this is quite literally 1/10 of an ounce of gold. To me, that's interesting. And, thought-provoking. I'll leave it at that. Now, I'm going to end here pretty quickly. I'm not going to really get into the value of goldbacks. What I think of them doesn't matter. Will they ever be used in commerce? Well, they're already being used in commerce. So I should say, will they ever be widely used in commerce? That's debatable, doubtful, perhaps. But even if we look at what's going on around the world, the BRICS nations are, trying to come up with their replacement standard for the dollar as the world monetary standard. And even they're suggesting that their gold-backed currency, whatever they come up with, would only be about 40% backed by gold. Because everybody realizes that you can't go to 100% gold standard. Firstly, there's not enough gold in the world. And you would have to, if you wanted to go to 100% gold standard, you would have to value the price of gold, the actual gold by weight. The price would have to increase by thousands, tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands fold, so that there would be enough divisible money to fund the world, fund commerce. If you get the idea that everything in America or anything in any country boils down to a percentage of the value, the net worth, so to speak, of that country. So if you're going to have a financial system, there has to be enough of the underlying value, in this case gold, to be divisible into the value of every asset in the community. And that includes savings accounts, stocks and bonds. Everything is part of the economy. So you would have to have so much gold. We wouldn't be dealing in half goldbacks. This would be like super inflation. We'd be dealing with 1/1,000,000,000th value goldbacks. So anyway, the BRICS nations are saying they're going to back their currency with 40% gold. Even that's not realistic. And this is why nations went away from gold standards, or I can't think of the right word now. When we talk about assets that, yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize. My COVID fog is kicking in, or my old age fog. But oh, why can't I think of the right word? You'll put it in the comments and tell me when we talk about copper and nickel and all those things, that those are parts of our economy. Anyway, that was it. Tell me what you think about goldbacks in the comments. Feel free to let loose. I know some people think they're just absolutely a waste of time, absolutely a waste of value. I'm right there in the middle. I actually see the value. I enjoy them. I like them. I collect them. And you can't really go wrong if you take a small part of your disposable income and use it for something you enjoy. I mean, that's what we all do, right? Anyway, thank you all, and we'll leave it there.